Now on to the Village of Davis Junction trustees. First up, Chris Samples.
My name's Chris Samples, and before I get started, tell you a little bit about myself. I just wanted to say I'm not a politician and I'm not a public speaker. That being said, I've been married for 26 years. I have 2 children. I've lived in the Village of Davis Junction for 18 years. I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I have 2 degrees, one in political science and one in psychology. And for the last 15 years, I've worked for Northern Illinois University, so I'm well aware of the budget cuts. I work there as an accountant and a business manager. And I'm running for the village board because I want to identify places that the village can save money so that in case we have hardships like the university had from the state, that we'll have extra funds available to weather it. Or if we want to do a capital development project, we'll have additional funds. Basically, I'm a fiscally conservative person who wants to help the village improve their finances. Thank you.
Next person up for trustee is William Motisi.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Get my water here. Good evening, everybody. Mr. Mayor, thank you. Fellow trustees, thank you for inviting me here tonight. And residents, good evening and welcome. I am Bill Motisi, and I'm running for re-election to the Davis Junction Village Board. I pledged to the voters to be a Davis Junction Village watchdog. I have fulfilled that promise. As you may remember, we sounded the alarm to our residents when the village board wanted to allow radioactive waste, specifically radium, to be dumped in our landfill. We organized the residents and they said no. Due to the public pressure, the board caved and our drinking water has remained safe. The board wanted to place a TIF district, a special taxing district that takes normal increases in taxes from other taxing bodies and potentially eliminate our older homes. We raised the alarm again. While a TIF district was adopted, no developed part of Davis Junction was left in it. I've been at the forefront in raising questions about why, for a period of time, the village of Davis Junction was receiving payments for deliveries to our Davis Junction water treatment plant that there was no record of deliveries for. A management individual lost his job as a result. It's a situation that continues to need monitoring. I have continually made an issue of the size of our legal bills, and this issue has gotten worse, not better. You may not know that the village of Davis Junction is in federal district court in Rockford in the case of Hawk Homes, Inc. Versus the village of Davis Junction. I've got the document for the court, a case on the back table that you're welcome to. Show them to your attorneys, to interpret it for you, or read it yourself, so that you understand a little more of what's going on. You may wonder what the case is about. Well, it resulted from the village giving Hawk Homes, that's the Rolling Meadows Trailer Park, a notice to remediate. It makes some corrections and repairs. What they told the trailer park owner was that the village was going to hold them financially responsible by a lien, if necessary, for either the repairs, the demolition, or fencing in 3 of the mobile homes. Hawk Homes, Inc. said, no thanks, and that is not legal. They filed suit in Ogle County. Now, the village was not satisfied to debate that issue before our local judges. They removed the case to federal court, and I believe it's on Winnebago. The point is they made a federal case out of problems with 3 trailer homes. And guess what? The village hired another expensive lawyer from Chicago, Northbrook, to be precise, and we are really going to start paying the fees soon. The court docket shows for the federal magistrate, ka-ching, ka-ching. Naturally, the rest of the board doesn't care for me. They have asked, they have attacked me as not wanting to work. If that's true, how come I find out the important issues that the public needs to know, and I'm transparent, regrettably. The majority of the board is not open and transparent. They don't understand what the real job is, which is protecting their constituents from ill-considered ideas. This is why. I need your vote in order to let you know what is really going on. The other board members would love it if I were no longer on the board. But the voters and taxpayers would not. I'm second on the ballot, and I would appreciate your vote on April 2nd. And I thank you and bless you all. Okay?
Next up, William Workslinger.
Hello everyone, my name is Wayne Luxinger. I have a speech here I wrote, but I feel I need to deviate this to deliver accurate information. However, I'm going to go with my original speech. 10 years ago when I ran for the board, I started with a joke. And the joke went something like this. Every time a politician comes around, they start every conversation with, "I promise." No politician can deliver anything by themselves, by any means, no matter what they say. Only governing bodies as a whole can deliver what needs to be done and provided for the communities. No one individual can deliver anything by themselves on an elected body. So, on myself, William Luxinger, I've been married for 19 years. I have 3 wonderful children. I've lived in Davis Junction almost 15 years. Just like Chris Samples, I am also a Army veteran. I served a tour over in Iraq in 2007. I graduated from Rock Valley College upon my return. Continued on to Western Illinois, as I am expected to graduate here in about a month and a half. I am a career fireman in the Chicagoland suburbs, been there for 15 years. Don't let the board or the beard fool you. I've been out on injury for 8 months, so I was carrying an unconscious person out of a second flight of a home. So I hope to return to work here in the very soon future. I am seeking re-election on the village board. I have served a number of roles on this village board over the years, from the public safety trustee to the parks trustee to community improvement trustee to the finance trustee. Under that tenure, I immediately went to work upon my election, where I expanded our warning sirens throughout the community. At no cost to the village, we were able to negotiate from the Byron nuclear plant 2 additional warning sirens that they provided to us, and those have been placed strategically in the town. I've reduced our speed limit within our communities to make it safer for our children and our residents, as the majority of our town does not have sidewalks. In our parks, as a trustee, I expanded the 10-acre park, beautified the park, expanded the walking paths, provided new and safer equipment. We purchased an ice arena for the winter months to get our children outside in the winter. As the community improvement trustee, whenever a business comes to town or wants to come to town, my phone rings. I worked with Father and Sons, JC's, Junction Fitness, DJ Liquors, and Dollar General. Every one of those businesses that came to town worked through me to communicate through the board. As the finance trustee, my goal has always been a balanced budget. As the trustees would hopefully attest, I have always argued that we need a balanced budget and we need to spend within our means and we cannot spend beyond what we take in. Just in the past 18 months, I have researched and got a hold of an investment firm to take our reserve money and invest it in legal means possible. For those that aren't aware, municipalities, colleges, anything else, you just can't put money in the stock market. It just doesn't work, it's illegal. You have to go through secure funding. And in doing so, we are now planning for the future. When our revenues will deplete, we are going to have a plan in place for that. My intent for the future board is progress, providing the right growth for our community, fiscal responsibility, spending within our means, ethical responsibility, doing what is right and morally. Cooperation. My goal is a unified approach on the village board. We need to bring all the trustees together to move this village forward. What I'm asking our residents is don't listen to propaganda. If you hear something, ask for facts. If you hear something, ask for documentation. Don't always take the word for it, because a lot of people say a lot of things with no factual support. With that, I'll come to a close. I need your support to unify this board, to maintain it, to maintain a balanced budget, and to move our community forward as a whole, as a one, with balanced budget and the future and the growth in mind. I have literature in the back. I have yard signs outside. Please take them at your will, and I could use your vote April 2nd. William Luxinger, thank you.
Last candidate tonight is John Talbot.
Good evening, everyone. I can tell you this one's going to be short, so I won't have to have Sandra hold up the green sign, but a little history is I was a board member from 2006 to 2017, where I chaired 3 different committees. I chaired ordinance enforcement, public safety and health, and health, and most recently, I chaired the parks committee. In 2017, after a pretty intense campaign, I lost by 18 votes, but politics happens and you move on. Shortly thereafter, Mayor Rick Warren, he called me and said there was a vacancy on the Planning and Zoning Commission, which I had served on before as a volunteer prior to 2006. So I joined the Planning and Zoning Commission again, and probably the biggest thing there was to finally put together the Planning and Zoning Code and get it passed. And as Village Clerk Sandra Moss will say, it took a long time to get there. The biggest reason I'm running is I like working with the Board of Trustees, I like working with the employees, and most importantly, I like working with the residents. You pay me to do this job, you elect me to do this job, and my responsibility is to the best of my ability, along with the other board members, is to represent what you would like to see for your village. In order to do those things, certainly on April 2nd, I'm going to need your support. But out of all the committees that I had, I did enjoy parks, we get to work with the infamous Kenny Langer, but probably ordinance enforcement. The mobile home community, in my opinion, was a lawless community where they felt they could do whatever they wanted. The quality of any project is never what you expect it to be. It's only going to be what you inspect it to be. It's only to be there to watch how it's built, what materials go in, so on and so forth. So to let one company recklessly do whatever they want with all their properties was unheard of. So the village, back, I don't remember what year it was, we went out there and we were starting to enforce our ordinances. However, there was always conflict. When it was Rolling Meadows, it was a different owner, Jeff Hardy. He didn't like it because it meant things that he would have to do, money he may have to spend. When it was Hawk Homes, similar issues. But at the same time, residents that live there deserve to have a quality life, just like any resident who lives in Harvest Bend, Oval Crossings, or the original side of town. You're entitled for a quality of life where you live. No matter where you live, no matter how much you pay in taxes, you're entitled to that. I'd like to go back to work, maybe in the Ordinance Enforcement Committee if elected, so we can continue to work and make Hawk Homes certainly enforce our ordinances, along with the village itself. And I need your support to do that on April 2nd. Thank you.